What's going on? Oh my God. People thought that I was going to go in Spanish, and no, today is our first episode. Listen to me, our first English episode on the No Limit podcast. Let's go. Let me look at all the people right here who are in live to say good afternoon. Let's see what we got here. We got PR Flow. What's going on? Eric. What's going on, my brother? John Montes in the house right over there. What's up? We got Antonio Berrio all the way from Puerto Rico. We got Mari Cabrera. What's going on, Mari? Good afternoon. And we got Iris Roman, and everybody is connecting. Thank you, everybody, for supporting today, our first episode. You know, the No Limit podcast has been for a while in our Spanish channel, and today we just launched our first episode, which is right now live with you guys, and I'm super excited that I've been here. We've been trying to do this for a long time, and actually we made it happen today. So super excited to be with everybody here. And for those that don't know who I am, my name is Carlos Román. You know, I'm a financial coach. I help licensed insurance agents that are basically frustrated, you know, insurance agents who are like, you know, struggling with their business. They're not happy. There may be somebody, you know, told them that life is what's going to be super great in the financial industry. And guess what? You know, they're not living that life that they were promised. So what I do is just I help them, you know, I coach them. And what we do is we transform their mindset in the financial industry so they can become a six-figure elite producer in our program. So that's what we do. And today, what I'm going to do is I really want to dedicate this episode specifically for you, the license that need our help. I want to talk to you today. And this subject is about never giving up, okay? This subject is about never giving up. And the reason why I want to talk to you today is because we already have in our program a lot of licensed insurance agents who are being transformed. And I just feel that today, this first episode should be specifically for you. You see, back in the days, I remember that when I started this industry, you know, I started with some motivation. A lot of motivation because somebody came in 2011 to 2012 saying, hey, man, you should be like getting out of the retail world. And why don't you just turn yourself to a business and entrepreneur so you can make a lot of money and all this great stuff and you know, just be in the financial industry. This is what we need to be doing, right? So I had somebody who told me that, you know, back in the days between 2011 and 2012. And to be honest with you, I was trying to get an exit out of the retail corporate world. That's what I was trying to do. And based on what they were telling me, it sounded pretty cool. You know, like, wow, you're going to be your own boss. You're going to make all the money in the world. You're going to turn to become a millionaire. I was like, come on, man, a millionaire. Are you kidding me? Let's go, right? So they promised me a lot of things. And to be honest with you, I have always wanted to help people. So I was thinking about, well, if I have the power and the skills to go out and help people in the financial industry, why not? Why not do it, right? So anyways, long story short, I get in and get involved. But then this is where I started getting, you know, that block right there. And it was when I was going to these meetings. And then majority of the time, like 95% of the time, it was more about just trying to recruit other people instead of like showing me actually what I really wanted to learn, which is the financial industry, right? And it was like a place that will, like, you know, they would hypnotize you just in order for you to like recruit and not actually to go out to the field and help a lot of people. So I felt like a lot of agents. You know, I went through a lot of, you know, obstacles in my beginnings of this career because the main focus was that, and I thought that I had to follow what they were saying. I didn't even know exactly what independent meant until I started doing my research, and I say, well, then if I'm actually independent, right, let me start just taking a step back and learning the financial industry. I really wanted to learn. I wanted to learn what was the difference between, a 401k versus an IRA. I wanted to learn what was the stock market. I wanted to learn what is an index IUL, a whole life policy. I wanted to understand what was annuities. I wanted to know what are these tax codes that, a lot of wealthy people are just using, so they can protect their money. I wanted to know. And the only way that I could do that was just taking a step back and trying to create in my own world a program, a system that could help me educate myself. So when I go out to the field, I would go straight to help families and business owners for them to actually protect their wealth. And as of today, I become to be one of the best, and I'm really good at what I do. So I focus a lot of years on just helping people. And I can tell you right now, this industry is extremely powerful and very good. So I don't want you to be giving up, because I didn't give up in the past. And the reason why I didn't give up in the past was because I knew exactly that in this industry was a way that we could have just go ahead and say, hey, if you have a financial problem or if you're going through anything in life, I can help you. You see, I can help you. I got some tools, and there's maybe a 90% that it could fit your needs. Why not, right? So that's why I never gave up. And if you're an agent right now going through the same things that I went to the past, because I don't want to get into a lot, I want to go straight to the podcast, about why you should never give up in this business. Listen, you have in your hands right now a license, which is a phenomenal tool to go ahead and help a lot of people with their personal finance. There's 90% of people asking to know how money really works. You see that? 90% of people are searching right now to understand how money really works. And it could be middle class people, it could be wealthy people. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of people right now asking for help, just to research, just to know what's going on. So imagine yourself taken out of your brain that you're trying to give up from the biggest, industry in the planet, because you're frustrated, because you went through some obstacles in the past. Well, guess what? Myself and other agents, we went through the same thing. The only difference between you and me was I made a decision that I wanted to go and learn more, because I really did have a passion, and I still have a passion for this business. And you can do the same thing. You can actually do the same thing. As a matter of fact, we have a program, which is, in our platform, Román Wealth Academy, and you can enjoy our free community today, just so you can take a look at what it looks like. This program is helping agents just like you and me to become what we wanted to be in our business. We wanted to become a six-figure earner. We wanted to learn the financial industry. We wanted to just go out there and just get the knowledge so we can provide the community with it. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. There we go. Right? So, anyways, going back to this subject, because I never gave up and I was really working hard to understand this, I become to be very successful. I want to share with you 10 things that I can tell you that you should be applying and never giving up on this industry. 10 powerful reasons why you should never give up. Not only in this industry, for other people who are watching this podcast, whatever you do, just never give up. Never give up. You know why? Because it's part of life, going through process and going through obstacles. I mean, believe me, I've been through a lot of stuff and I don't give up. I just keep going and going and going. And every single time that I look at either a podcast, I'm going to watch this podcast tonight to see what did I did good or what did I did wrong, it doesn't matter. You know what does matter is taking action of the things that you want to do so you can be successful and you can impact other people with the things that you do. In the Spanish podcast, they will be waiting for the boom. I see them right now. Yeah, you're waiting for the boom, right? Well, there you go. That's your first boom, okay? So we want to make sure Do you understand that? Listen up. Number one, it says like this: you're in the number one industry in the world. One of the things for you not to forget is that you have the ability to help a lot of people with the number one industry in the world, which is the financial industry. Why would you think about giving up? What you need is a new coach, a new leader. What you need is somebody who will take the time to help you to get all the knowledge that you need to become a superstar. That's what you need, okay? Because if you are in the number one industry in the world right now, what makes you think that you want to give up? You should be thinking about, wow, if this is the number one industry in the world, that means it has a lot of demands. So that means that I have a better opportunity to just reach my dreams. You know, does that make sense with you? Think about this one, number two. You protect families from financial disaster. Wow. You really want to see the value of what you have in your hands? Understanding that in your hands, you have the power to protect families from disaster. Somebody, that unexpectedly passes away. And let's just say that this family husband is 100% of the income. And now this family just bought a brand new house. The kids are happy because we got a 4-bedroom house, 3 bathrooms. It's a beautiful house. Our house just cost $500,000. Now we got the new car, the new SUV for the family. We got the dog. We got all that. Daddy is a 100% of income in the house. And then suddenly, boom, passes away. Gone. What would it look like for that family if wife is not working? You want to know why you should never give up on your business and you should contact me as soon as possible? It's because you have in your hands the tool to protect the family. Because if that happens, which it happens all the time, with your help, the mother could be saying, hey, you know what? We lost the husband, but guess what? We have no debt. With what this life insurance agent did for us was to position ourselves for any type of disaster. We can pay the car off, the credit cards off, we can pay the house off, and we still have money so we can move forward. Don't you realize how powerful is that? But not only on a situation of somebody who passes away, it's more than that, and you know it. So if you're thinking about giving up because it's not working for you in another place, listen, I'm going to show you right here. Scan that QR right there and fill out the form to see if you qualify to work with us. Because I'm looking to help a lot of agents who are struggling. I'm trying to make sure that you don't give up on something that can help others. I don't want you to give up. I never gave up. And because I never give up, my life right now is super good. It's super great. Now, can I get better? Absolutely. You know why? Because I'm always going to be work to get better and better and better and better. Boom. That's just the reality, So if you want to change, don't just start changing your mindset about thinking about giving up. You never know that with that, survey and that form, things can open for you in a different way in life. Okay? Let's keep going. Number 3, you give people tax-free income. Wow. You see how important you are? How many people right now are in the stage of retirement and because there was no accounting, because accountings, they should know this, especially financial advisors, because if you have the title of a financial advisor, I think that they should make you get every single license that is out there so you can advise for real and not only advise on investments. Okay? Because taxes are one of the most biggest nuclear bombs when it comes on retirement. And between taxes, penalties, and losses of the market, you can easily lose around a 40 to 60% of your retirement money. And that's called advising, really? But that you are an insurance agent, you have the tool, and you know what I'm talking about, that you can help a family protect themselves from losses, taxes, and those penalties. And that's a beautiful thing. And you're thinking about quitting? You're thinking about that, oh, this is not for me? No, you might be thinking it's not for you because you don't have the right coach, because you don't have the right system. But you have in the hands this powerful vehicles that can help a lot of people that need them. That's what I'm trying to tell you, like 10 things that you should keep in mind before you quit or you give up on this beautiful business. That's powerful, how you can help people like that, right? Number 4, you control your earnings potential. Wow. That's what happened to me. Think about it. A lot of problems financially for a lot of people, it's not because you're living paycheck to paycheck because of inflation. The reason why you're living paycheck to paycheck, let me throw you this nuclear bomb, it's because you have an income problem. And then they'll tell you, oh my God, you don't know how to manage your money. You don't know, you're like just throwing money away. Well, maybe there's some people out there that don't know how to really manage their money. But I'm going to tell you something right now. People who live paycheck to paycheck, they know how to manage your money better than anybody else. Because you know what? They got to say, you know what? Hey, honey, we're not going to pay the car payment this month because we got to pay the rent. We got to pay the electricity. Hey, don't pay the credit card bills because with that money, we're going to pay the water, or we're going to go pay the internet, the school for the kids. So they know how to manage money. They know how to manage money. They just have an income problem. They have an income problem. And in this business, guess what? You can have limits of income. And you're trying to quit? And you're thinking about like what? Getting another business opportunity to start all over again when you already have a license? When you know that you can say, hey, if I build my income throughout this industry, my life is going to change. Boom. It's going to change. Because you're going to say, hey, I need to have $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month. Where are you going to get that income right now? In the financial industry. And you know that. In the financial industry. And not only that, when you start fixing your income for yourself, you start helping other people to fix their income. So they know what you're doing, so they can start like applying the same formula. That is crazy. That's a lot of value right there. So think about, the possibilities of people looking at you as a licensed agent who has integrity and is going out there to help other people's life. I mean, there's no price for that. I'll tell you that. There's no price for that. Number 5, you build a legacy in a business. That's true. That is true. Because maybe you're like me. I got 5 kids. I don't know if for some reason one of my sons wants to have a license and continue the family business because I'm independent. Maybe for my 3 daughters, maybe one of them will take a license and continue to run the business as being independently, right? I don't know. But what I know is that in this business, it keeps building a legacy if you know how to do it the right way. Boom. So it's not about like you're going to be working in a corporate and then whenever you do one little thing wrong, they start like, hammering you until they call HR and they fire you. No, here you have control and you're trying to quit. Nah. I don't even know if you know the power of the business that you are. For real. Number 6, you have the power to educate and transform lives. Absolutely. One of the most important things that I like about my business is I can sit down with a family, a businessman. It doesn't matter what status. I will ask the right questions and I will show them that I can help them with something. How many people I know right now, a lot of people right now, I know that they have a bunch of money and they're investing their money in a traditional way. A traditional way that has been in a financial system that it doesn't work for our generations anymore. You got to do a software update of your financial portfolio so you can win in this new economy. You understand what I'm saying? Oh no, I'm going to be waiting for my Social Security because that's what's going to help me. Really? Really? Social Security is going to help you? I mean, the first thing you need to know is Social Security was not meant for our generation. The expectation of living of people were between 58 to 61 years old. And then you could get the benefit at 65. So majority of the people were dying before they were getting Social Security. Well, guess what? What is your expectation of living now? 95, 98, 101 because of medicine and technology. So now we have a system of Social Security that is not meant for our economy. Boom! Yo mío. See? It's not meant for our economy. Oh, but don't worry about it because I have a 401k. Great, congratulations. And then tell me, what are you going to do when you start, paying taxes and all these penalties, or what's going to happen when the market goes down like in 2008, and all that stuff? Well, I don't know. Well, that's why you need to get education. That's why you need to get education. Folks, you're a licensed insurance agent with tools that can transform people's life, and you know it, and you're thinking about giving up. What would it look like when someone of your clients, for some reason, when they come to the age of retirement, I don't know, let's just say hypothetically that the government says like, there's no more Social Security. We just end the program, no more. And then your clients are like, hey, thank God that I met with Carlos because he actually 20 years ago, he positioned myself to a place that actually right now, yeah, we lost Social Security, for example, but I have this in place thanks to him. Boom. Think about that. That is power. That's not like selling a French fries or a double quarter pounder meal from McDonald's because you're hungry. That's giving financial food for a family for the rest of their lives. And you're trying to give up your industry because you went through like a situation with your recruiter, okay? And in the company you are right now, that's fine. Just get out of there. I say, here you go. Scan the QR. Come and work with us. Let me train you. Let me help you so you can have a better experience. Okay? And again, not everybody qualifies. I'll tell you that for sure. Because I'm looking for people who are really want to change their mindset. This is very important for me. The financial industry, for me, is super important because you could either fix somebody's financial lives or you can just break them. And I'm looking for people who wants to like move on and become elite producers the right way. So imagine how you can impact people with this information that you're getting from me right now. What would it look like your clients, right? When something happens unexpectedly. And because of you, because you never gave up, they're thanking you because you knocked that door, because you sent that DM, because you uploaded that video saying that, hey, by the way, I'm a licensed financial insurance agent and I'm here to help you with your financial life. And they saw that video and they clicked and you helped them. So just because in the past it didn't went well for you, it doesn't mean that in the present, in the future, it's going to be the same thing. No. Because if it was for that, I wouldn't be here right now on this podcast in English, in live, because I'm not even recording. I'm in live right now. Let's go. Number 7, you create your own economy. Wow. Powerful. What does that mean for you? When you work in the financial industry, and if you're part of Román Wealth Academy, okay, what happens is that you start learning every single skill on personal finance so you can use it for you. How does your life is going to look like when you start applying to yourself the rule of 72, the codes of the IRS, and you know exactly how to position your money. What's going to happen when you start like making 10, 15, 20, $30,000 of income every single month, you know, with the help of Carlos Román and Román Wealth Academy. And then you know how to distribute all this money because now you have the intelligence about money that nobody show you. And you're going to go to the field and you're going to show a family exactly what you are applying with your money. Boom. That is fantastic, man. And you want to quit? You really want to quit your job, your business? No. I don't think that you're like paying attention to what I'm saying. Let's go with number 8. You develop elite sales and leadership skills. This is important. This is very, very, very important. Because when you own a business in the financial industry, you have to be a people person. Not only that you're going to be helping your personal finance, your clients' finance, but guess what? One of these days, you want to be, hey, I want to be a coach like Carlos. I want to start like helping other licensed, frustrated agents that are not making any money. They're trying to quit the industry because they went through a bad experience. And I want to give them the same light that Carlos gave to me in Román Wealth Academy. I want to do that, right? And then you become a leader, you become a coach, you become somebody with experience, not only in the financial industry, but in your entire life. When you start talking about, you know, the past on how was it when you lost everything, which I will be sharing with you guys in all these episodes, what happened to me so you guys can know more about me and how I went from 0 to 100 and how I'm still as it today going forward and forward and forward. Life is about experience, but it's up to you if you just want to like learn from those experiences and then become an elite leader in all your life. And you want to quit this industry? No. I don't think you're paying attention here. Number 9, your impact, your community. You're impacting your community, folks. How does it look like that because of you, your community is doing very well with the personal finance? How many schools you went and did a presentation? How many, departments of firefighters, police officers, places, plazas, mall? Where have you been in your community that people know that you are the person to go when it comes to finance? So you can help your community. Like I said, there's like 90% of people searching for information, okay? For information. Stick to the end of this podcast because I want to say thank you for a lot of people who has made this episode today alive. So don't go nowhere. Number 10, the rewards are beyond money. And that is true. That is true, folks. If you really want to believe that, I'm telling you right now, that is true. When you are in this industry, you have the power, to just impact a lot of people because you do. You really do. And then the rewardings are unlimited. I mean, like I said earlier, what would have happened if somebody passes away and because of you, they're financially stable? What would have happened if you have a client who had $300,000 in a traditional 401k, he's about to retire, and because of you, you made a rollover and put the money in a safer place because this client cannot, tolerate the risk of the market. And then for some reason, the market goes down, and because of you, with your knowledge, this client is like, hey, thank you because making this decision allowed me not to suffer that market risk. Isn't that powerful? Don't you feel, it's rewarding. People are going to say, hey, you need to go to Carlos. They're going to start referring you. They're going to start referring you. And that's why I wanted to dedicate this first episode to you. To you that you have a license. And I know it hasn't been easy. I understand that. Trust me, I've been there and I'm still there, like in the industry, working and seeing things. But you have the power in you to make changes and decisions. You just have to be with the right circle, with the right people, in order for you to learn. You want to, here you go again. Here's that QR. If you want to fill out this form and you want to just have a conversation with me to see if you qualify, it's for free. Nobody's charging you. Go ahead and scan. I want to listen to your story. I want to know what's going on. Maybe the same thing that is happening to you right now, it happened to me years ago. And there's a good, chance that I can, guide you and tell you what I did to be successful in this business. Okay? As a matter of fact, I want to show everybody right now that we have our first, here we go, our first conference in March 2026 with all these fantastic people. I mean, right now we got my man Brad Lee. Give it up for Brad Lee. Chase Colum, the closer. We got there Raf Garay, my coach, my mentor. Thank you, Raf, for all this stuff. You've been amazing. And that boy right there, Carlos Roman, is going to speak too. And we need to put the picture of Iris Roman. And she's going to be presenting at No Limits Conference. This conference is going to be for you. For anybody who's watching this podcast and everything that we're going to do, next year, March 2026, we have our first conference, No Limits Conference, where we're going to transform the financial industry. If you're sick and tired of what's happening right now and you really want to change, you need to get your ticket because we have sold already 30 tickets. And it's only for 60 people. Okay? So make sure that you get it today or whenever you have a chance, because you're going to get a lot of information, a lot of value for all these people right here. Raf Garay, Brad Lee, Chase Colin, myself, and my wife. We're going to go and give you information, value of anything on how you could be successful in the financial industry. And this is not going to be, just to let you know, a recruitment event. No. This is for you to scale your business to the next level. That's what it is. That's what it is. So, don't give up. I'm telling you right now. Don't give up. Not only in the financial industry, not only on this little thing. No. Don't give up on anything in your life. If you're in accounting, if you're a real estate agent, if you have a restaurant, if you're just building any type of business, it doesn't matter. Don't give up. Don't give up. Life, is meant to be to push you with obstacles to help you to evolve. That's how you get resilience. I will share with you guys eventually what happened to me when I was a little kid, 17 years old, when my mom passed away. How did I build resilience throughout all the years through that? All the things that I had to do, and today, as a 44-year-old man, I still do them. But one thing about me is that I never give up. I learn from the experience. I know when there is an opportunity. I know that sometimes we just have to make decisions right away on the spot. And guess what? We have to. That's part of life. That's part of life. But I'm telling you right now, take away from your head of giving up of this industry. As a matter of fact, look, here is a webinar for free that you can take a look at how many people I have impact watching that webinar. If you're a licensed insurance agent, and you want to see that webinar so you can see exactly what I do, go ahead and scan the QR. So you can see how important is your presence in this industry. So you can go out there and start changing lives. So you can go out there and impact a lot of people. I'm here today in this live podcast in English, which I don't know if you guys noticed, but You see, when we all Latin people are speaking English, we have to like start thinking in our brain the words in Spanish so we can just say it to you. That's a challenge. And we can't speak fast like we do in Puerto Rico because you will never learn, you will never know what I'm talking about. All right? So I could have said, no, I'm not going to launch today. And I can put any excuses in the world. And if I were to do that, I was giving up on my dreams. I would be giving up on my podcasting English. I would be giving up and delaying things. And guess what? That was not going to happen. We had a date, and it was today, and that's why we're here right now. So if I'm showing to you right now in life that I don't never give up, no matter what, you should never do that. The same thing. You can't give up. You should never do it. Okay? Never do it. So right now, just to let you go, think about the most beautiful things that you can do for your own life in this industry. Think about the impact of the lives that you can change. And think about, where do you see yourself in the next couple of years? Do you see yourself complaining and whining about because you had a bad experience? Or do you see yourself being a 6-figure income producer with Román Wealth Academy and killing it in the world and helping people and becoming one of the most expert financial insurance agent in the U.S.? If that's you right there, I'll see you in the next episode.
Hold up. Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death.